Wow. It is indeed a rough time right now as a Niners fan, considering how well we started. Uh, I'm heartbroken. Like, they led us on to believe that we're nearly unbeatable. We've scored 17 points the last 3 games, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I love Brock. I think he will be fine. I think he's a great quarterback. But he's got to chill out with these interceptions. He looks like Jimmy. He looks like a less limited Jimmy right now. He can move around better, obviously. I think he has a better down the field, a better deep ball than Jimmy. I think he's just, he's better than Jimmy, but he is making Jimmy mistakes and he's threading the needle. He's not reading that linebacker very well. And obviously teams are getting used to seeing that same route with Ayuk across the middle now. And like they're doing the research on the film and it's not working anymore. The run game has been terrible without Trent Williams. CMC's not getting as many rush yards, obviously. I did like that we opened up and were aggressive, like before halftime, going deep to Kittle when we're on our own 5-yard line. Great stuff, but we got to figure it out. The main issue, I think, yes, we've only scored 17 points. Yes, Brock Purdy's throwing interceptions. Yes, we don't have Debo. Yes, we don't have Trent. But I don't think there's really anyone injured on defense. And the defense looks absolutely atrocious. The pass rush still looks bad. We got a few sacks today, but overall, terrible. The secondary looks god-awful. They couldn't come in clutch after Purdy rebounded, got us a touchdown drive. Couldn't get that stop. Jamar Chase just routing us up. I'm not going to sit here and say the Bengals are a bad team. Have they played good football? No, but they're getting healthy now. They're obviously a good team. They've been to the AFC Championship the last 2 years. They've been to a Super Bowl a few years ago. They're good. But the defense has got to show up better than that. And obviously the offense does too. 17 points isn't going to cut it. We're in the red zone, and, it was a really good play by the defender, but Purdy just shouldn't have thrown it. It was a crazy interception. Good play by the Bengal. But those are drives you need to score on, It's pretty crazy that 2 of these 3 losses, like you just take away one play, we would be 7-1. This would be our only loss. You take away that Jordan Addison touchdown, that was pretty fluky, but a great play by him. Not making excuses. You take that away, we win that game. Take away a missed field goal and terrible, targeting calls and pass interference calls against the Browns. We win that game. So, yeah, we're looking like garbage, but we realistically really could be 7-1 still. But no, we're 5-3, and guess what? We're in second place in the division, and I've just been hearing it left and right from the Seattle fans, which I just think is funny because they're going to lose to Baltimore next week. And then both teams are going to be 5-3, and then we're going to have the tiebreaker because we have the better division record. But as of right now, Seattle will probably beat us. Like, Tyler Lockett and DK are going to get open. Purdy might have that pick that is costly. He's really got to figure that out because the moments he's throwing those are huge moments, game-changing moments. One of them gave him a touchdown. So, I feel for the guy because I know, the offense isn't, 100% healthy, and he's taking all the heat when it comes to scoring, unfortunately. But I think he'll figure it out. I mean, yeah, I don't know. He does worry me. I was a guy that, I'd watch him play, and I didn't really feel nervous. Like, I always felt nervous with Jimmy. I never felt nervous with Brock, and now I can't lie. I feel nervous watching him. Doesn't mean I don't think he's a good quarterback. It doesn't mean I don't think he can be our franchise guy. A lot of these people are just jumping to these conclusions like, oh, he's exactly who I thought he was, or, oh, the Purdy Cinderella story's over, and it's just like, yeah, it's a week-by-week game, and that's the thing about the media and all these fans is they change their mind like that. Like, a few weeks ago, no one would have talked about, how the Jets could possibly be a playoff team, and now everyone's kind of jocking them in that defense, so, I just think that's funny, and people are going to get on Kansas City like, what's wrong with Kansas City? Kansas City's probably going to come out firing next week and get a W. So it's just crazy. I mean, these people just jump opinions so left and right, week to week basis, and it's just like, come on. Like, people are going to have bad games. It happens. I just don't think a few bad games here and there should change your outlook on players and teams. Now, the Niners, we should be concerned. This is 3 straight now. Thank God we have a bye week. We can't lose. We get time to figure things out. I believe we play Jacksonville, though, back from the bye, and that's a very tough game. They look like a top 5 team in the NFL right now. So, yeah, we have our hands full, and it's only going to get harder. We got to play Philly. Got to play Seattle twice. The Bucks might even be a tough game. The Rams might be a tough game for us, We survived them kind of last time we played them, so. But another thing that's just pissing me. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed with Bosa. I had a big rant on him last video I made about this team, and yeah, my opinion hasn't changed. He's not doing anything. Romo made some comment like, "Oh, but he's touched the quarterback. He's not finishing. He's not getting sacks. He's not making it where the secondary is holding up long enough. Obviously he can't control how well the secondary does, but if he finishes, it doesn't matter how bad our secondary is. That's we've always relied on the pass rush. We've always had a weak link at corner. But, and yeah, just missed tackling left and right, It was a bad performance. I'm truly heartbroken. I would usually be yelling and upset, but I don't have the energy to do that. Like, I just don't really feel like talking about it. Like, I don't feel like talking about the game. This has been 3 straight weeks where I'm not even going to go back and watch the highlights. Because anything football related right now is just heartbreaking to me. Whereas the first 5 weeks, I'd go back and watch the games over and over and over. Yeah, I don't know. I hope we figure it out because we have a good roster. We do. Steve Wilkes, whatever his name is, he just does not seem like a good DC at all. Like I said, I'd be yelling, ranting about him. I don't have the energy for it. Like, I just don't feel like putting a lot of emotion into this right now. Like, I'm just sad. Like, this sucks, dude. Like, we start off so well, coming off we blew the shit out of Dallas, 42-10, and now we just look like awful. The defense looks really bad. And here's the thing, though. The Niners, we've had a good defense the past, 4 years? But we have, it seems like we have a few games like this on defense. So I want to give them a chance. It seems like the defense starts to come alive, quite a bit come playoff time and come close to the end of the regular season. So let's just hope, we get it figured out because we're too good of a roster. We have too good of a roster for this. Hopefully after the bye, we get Trent back at the very least. Because, man, he's a huge piece to this run game, huge piece just in general in the blocking. So we need Trent back. The only guy I really see any urgency from are guys like CMC and Fred Warner. Those guys are the best players on our team right now. Ayuk's good. He's just, he's kind of having a dropping problem a little bit lately, but he's a very great route runner. But when he's your only legitimate receiver, I love Jawan, but I mean, Ray and Jawan are not gonna help, this offense out enough to where we can get more points on the board. That's just the simple truth. So having Debo back will also be huge, but I don't know when that'll be. He'll probably miss a game or two after the bye, I assume. But yeah, it's heartbreaking stuff, we know. Especially just with the arrogant Seattle fans just in your ear now because they're 5-2 and are in the lead. I'm looking forward to that Thanksgiving game, but now it kind of scares me. I can't lie. We could very well lose. Very well lose that game. Could lose at home to them as well. We might get swept like we used to all the time by them. Who knows? But I guess the positives were I liked Shanahan's aggressiveness on offense, I think. I liked the amount of passing. Yes, Brock had turnovers, but overall, the down the field game looks pretty good. And there's a few times, Brock used his legs, moved out of the pocket, made some nice throws, crossed the body, which gave me a heart attack. I was scared it was going to be picked. But yeah, got to get more than 17 points and got to get more pressure on the quarterback and got to have better coverage. I mean, we just have to be better in every metric of the game right now. I mean, even special teams had a rough one. a big kickoff return in one of the kickoffs, and you know, we got lucky that they missed a field goal because the game could have been out of hand a lot earlier, I feel like. But yeah, it's a sad last 3 weeks to be Niner fan. Yeah, I would never have guessed that we'd start out 5-0 and then lose 3 straight. You know, I could picture us, you know, getting upsetted, you know, one of these 3 games. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Everyone's like, oh man, this team might go 17-0. Oh my God, who's going to stop them? And man, Purdy's the real deal. And now the whole narrative's changed. It's crazy. But the reason I'm not like super freaking out is because it does seem like we figure it out. Every year we find a way. We've made it to the conference championship every time we make the playoffs ever since 2011 with Jim Harbaugh. So every single time we make the playoffs, it's at least a conference championship appearance. So yeah, we hopefully we get it figured out. We usually do. You just gotta stay faithful, guys. And I guess my word of advice that I need to start taking myself is don't rely on this shit for your fucking happiness, because this is all I look forward to every week, and then it just puts me down. So yeah, do some other shit, distract yourself, and then once we get in our winning ways again, then be happy. But yeah, no, don't let this be your main thing right now, because this shit sucks. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hoping to make more content here soon. Sorry I've been slacking. Want to make some more influencer boxing content. There's been a lot of shit going on with that, and hopefully the Niners get figured out. Anyways, stay faithful. Love y'all. Peace.